Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to this meeting. Today, our encounter is to writing practice. The objective of this lesson is to practice English writing exercise for English level A2. Maybe some of you have a high level, but in this case, this lesson is for A2. Now, I'm going to share my screen with you in order to explain the topic and to do some writing exercise. Can you see my screen? Yes, or not? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. As I said, this activity is by online language community from UNAD, and this activity is called writing practice. The topic for today is a formal letter. Today is Friday, December the 2nd. Let's start. Here we have some expression related with the topic, with the today's topic, a formal letter, in order to do a little preparation. I ask you to help me reading the expressions and its meaning. Lina Janet, could you read the first expression, please?
Okay.
Complaint.
Complaint. A statement that a situation is unsatisfactory or unacceptable. So,
Unacceptable is the pronunciation, and unsatisfactory.
okay, unsatisfactory or unacceptable.
Yes. Could you explain the meaning in your own words? Or what do you understand about this expression, complaint?
It's like advice or maybe queja, complaint.
Yes, exactly. For example, the example is when you went a store, any store, and to buy something, but the seller give you a bad service, and maybe you go to the administration office to do a claim or complaint. Quejas y reclamos. Very good, thank you. Danilo, could you read the following expression wrong, please?
Not correct or true. Incorrect.
Yes. For example, what do you think about this expression for you, or in your own words?
Um, when you es como hacer algo incorrecto. Pues,
Yes,
como
exactly. For example, if you are studying grammar and commit some mistakes, you are wrong. Estás errado, equivocado. Yes, this is the meaning of this expression, wrong. Not correct or not true, incorrect. And Lina, could you read the following expression? Vandals?
Vandals. A person who deliberately destroys or damages public or private property.
Private property.
Private property. So
Yes.
vandals.
Deliberately. The correct pronunciation is a person who deliberately destroys or damages public and private property. Could you explain us?
It's like a una persona que destruye los bienes públicos o la propiedad.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, you're right. In Spanish es un vándalo. Continue. Danilo, could you read the following expression? Counsel.
An advisory, deliberate, or legislative body of people formally constituted and meeting regularly.
Yes. And
It's like
an advisory, an advisory, deliberative, or legislative, legislar. Tell me now, what do you understand?
it's like a recommendation.
In this case, is for example the group of people that building laws in a city or in a town, make decision for the society. In this case, political decisions. Es como por ejemplo el consejo de una ciudad. Se reúnen un cuerpo legislativo, legislative body of people, cuerpo que legislan, and meeting regularly, se reúnen regularmente para tomar decisiones, es como el consejo, council. Okay, Lina, could you read the following expression, hire?
Hire. The action of hiring someone or something. So I think it's like contratación.
Yes, exactly. When you get a new job in a company, your boss hire you, te contrata. Exactly. A scheme. Danilo, could you read a scheme?
A large-scale systematic plan or arrangement for attaining a particular object or putting a particular idea into practice.
Yes, exactly. Como un esquema, un plan, que se traza un plan para desarrollar con una particular objetivo o una idea particular para ponerla en práctica, o sea, deliberan sobre ese esquema si es bueno o no. In this case, here we have an example given of hire scheme, un esquema contratado, for example, could be the public bicycles for rent or for free, public bike sharing zone, donde se ponen, donde hay bicicletas para que la gente las use, las alquile, o en otros casos puede ser gratis el uso de las bicicletas. In this case, this is an example of hire scheme. Esquema de contratación. Okay, let's continue. Here we have more expression related with the topic. The first expression is object, but in this case is not referred to the thing. In this case, en español sería objetar. Object, objetar. Lina, could you read the meaning of object?
Say something to express one's disapproval of or disagreement with something.
Exactly. Say something to express one's disapproval or disagreement with something. Cuando estamos en contra o no estamos de acuerdo con algo, expresamos esa objeción. Say something to express one's disapproval or disagreement with something. Danilo, could you read the following expression mainly?
More than anything else.
Mainly, exactly. What do you think what is mainly?
Es principalmente.
Exactly, yes. Más que cualquier cosa, mainly. Encourage, Lina, could you read?
Give support, confidence, or hope to someone.
Yes. Could you explain in your own words? Encourage? Encourage?
Like encourage is like cheer up or alentar.
Yes. Exactly, yes. To give support. Ayuda, dar ayuda, seguridad, confidence, or esperanza, or hope to someone. To cycle, Danilo, please. To cycle.
Ride a bicycle.
Yes, it's easy to understand. Montar en bici. To cycle. Aldo, Lina, Janet, could you read Aldo?
In spite of the fact that, even though, it's like a pesar de.
Yes, this is the meaning of Aldo. Aunque, a pesar de, yes, exactly. Since, Danilo, could you read since?
From a time in the past until the present. Es desde.
Yes, exactly. From a time in the past until the present. Since, for example, since I study in English, I improve my speaking. Since I start to learn English, another language. Unless, Lina, could you read unless?
Unless, except if used to introduce the case in which a statement being made is not true or valid. So it's like excepto si o a no ser que.
Yes, exactly. A menos que. Very good. And the last one, Danilo, could you read rather than?
Contrasting two things or situation introduce the thing or situation that is not true. Mejor que.
Yes, exactly. We can use this conjunction rather than when comparing two things. Contrasting or comparing. Rather than. Más bien o mejor que. En lugar de. Yes. Very good, thank you. Let's continue. The exercise number 1 consists of in a task. The task is that you need to write a letter, a formal letter for the local council. The reason of this letter is to give a complaint to the about a decision that the council taking. The council decided something, but you are disagree with the decision. And the idea is write a letter, a formal letter to complain. In this case, the letter that the person Penny Wentworth wrote is the following. The reason for the letter is the following. And your local council has decided to stop a free bike hire scheme in your town center. Write a letter of complaint about this decision. In this exercise have some words, missing words in the gap 1, in the gap 2, and in the gap 3. There are 3 missing words. First, we are going to read the letter and then try to identify what are the missing words. In this case, the missing words are conjunction. Son conjunciones las que nos hacen falta en estos 3 espacios. In the gap 1, in the gap 2, and in the gap 3. Danilo, could you read the first part? To dear from until to do it, possible to do it. And Lina, read the second part.
Dear Sir or Madam, I am writing to complain about the decision to start the free bike hire scheme in our town. This scheme has been very popular, especially among young people, and I cannot understand why the council wants to stop it. I object to the decision mainly because the bike hire scheme encourages people to cycle.
Going by car. Continue and
Okay.
later we identify the missing words.
Going by car or bus. Cycling is good for the environment and good for people's
Environment.
environment and good for people's health. We want as many people as possible to do it.
Okay, thank you. Yes, in this case, the pronunciation of I object, porque es una objeción que está haciendo. I object to the decision. Thank you, Danilo. Lina, could you read the following from I understand to your faithful?
I understand that here have been some problems with vandalism. However, I do not think a small number of voters should be able to change the council's policy. Surely it is possible to install security cameras. The bikes are not damaged so often. In conclusion, I believe the bike hire scheme benefits the environment and the residents and should continue. Yours faithfully, in your
Penny Wentworth. Okay, thank you. Very good. Continue. Now, here we have a little writing strategy. This is a kind of tips or advice when we are writing a formal letter. Lina, could you read the first tip?
Make sure you use a variety of different structures in your writing. You can form complex sentences by joining two clauses together with a conjunction. Although, because, if, unless, or, etc.
Etc. Very good. Make sure you use a variety of different structures in your writing. You can form complex sentences by joining two clauses together with a conjunction. For example, although, because, if, unless, or etc. Danilo, could you read the second advice? Danilo, can you hear me? I can't hear you.
Yes. Use different conjunctions depending on the meaning of the clauses they introduce.
Okay, yes. There are several types of conjunction to join different clauses, cláusulas. Okay, very nice, thank you. The exercise number 2 consists of, according with the writing strategy, we are going to complete the formal letter in exercise 1 with some of the conjunctions below. Here we have in the box some conjunction: although, if, or, rather than, since, so, or unless. And the idea is to complete the letter in the gaps 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to share this conjunction in the chat, and I'm gonna give you 2 minutes while you try to identify what is the correct conjunction to put in the gaps 1, the gap 2 and 3. Start now. Try to identify what is the correct conjunction to complete the letter.
I think number 1 is rather than, going by car or bus.
Yes, exactly. You're right. The first conjunction is rather than. Dina is agree?
Yes, I agree.
Okay, nice. Continue with the other missing word.
I think the second is also.
Also,
Also.
alto,
Sí,
although,
sorry.
although, could be, but in this case is the conjunction if this the second one if for this case is the conjunction if. It's a kind of conditional if if something happen, action and reaction. If for the second gap, the conjunction is if. If cycling is good for the environment and good for the people's health, we want as many people as possible to do it. Continue, please.
Three is unless.
Yes, exactly. Unless the bikes are not damaged so often. Okay, nice. Here we have the answers of exercise 2. Dear Sir or Madam, I am writing to complain about the decision to stop the free bike hire scheme in our town. This scheme has been very popular, especially among young people, and I can't not understand why the council wants to stop it. I object to the decision mainly because the bike hire scheme encourage people to cycle rather than going by car or bus. If cycling is good for the environment and good for people's health, we want as many people as possible to do it. I understand that here have been some problems with vandalism. However, I do not think a small number of vandals should be able to change the council's policy. Surely, it is possible to install security cameras unless the bikes are not damaged so often. In conclusion, I believe the bike hire scheme benefits the environment and the residents and should continue. Yours faithful, Penny Wentworth. Okay, good. The exercise number 3 consists of, we are going to read the letter again. Each of you read the letter and try to identify what is the main reason for the complaining. Please read the letter in your own and then try to identify the main reason for the complaint, for Penny Wentworth complaint. Leamos la carta y después identificamos cuál es la principal causa por qué ella se está quejando. O qué es lo que ella argumenta para decir que tiene que continuar. Should continue del el esquema de bicicletas. Okay, are you ready? Identify the main. What do you think? What is the main reason for complaining? Choose A, B, or C.
I think it's letter C, have a negative effect on the environment.
And Danilo, what do you think? Do you agree?
Yes, I agree.
Yes, exactly. In this case, the main reason for complaining is because if the council decided to stop the higher scheme bikes stop, the could be have negative effect on the environment because the people need to going by bus or by car, and this is a problem with the pollution, because the contamination increase with the machine, with the engines, con los motores, and the CO2, gas carbónico, CO2. Yes, exactly. The main reason is have a negative effect on the environment. Okay, now here we have a little discussion about the topic, regarding with the topic. The question for you, Danilo, the question is, what complaint or claim would you make to your local mayor's office? Que escribirías una carta al consejo de tu ciudad, a la oficina, a la alcaldía, y ¿de qué te quejarías in your city or in your town, in your local context?
On my city, we have many problems in my city, but I don't know, I think the holes on the streets.
Yes, I agree. I understand you because in my city happens the same. problems with the streets, with the roads?
Yeah.
Is your principal concern?
Yes, maybe to the security of the city.
Yes.
We have many vandals here, so yes.
And thieves. Ladrones, thieves.
Yes.
Okay. What about your city, Lina?
I think I live in Bogota, but I think the most important issue here is the trash. Now the trash bins, because I think the trash is it's a issue for the environment and the contamination, increase the contamination too. So I think it's the main problem here.
Yes, exactly. You're right. The I think I agree with you because in this city the garbage, the trash is a big problem that cause a lot of contamination because the people maybe don't know how to recycle or reuse the trash, the garbage. Yes, exactly. For example, in my case, I will ask the council to organize integration groups with cultural activities for the local children, young people, and adults to participate. Because I think that this type of activities serve to integrate the community. Uh, because I consider we live isolated in our own house, and we don't have good relation with our neighbors. I think these activities also serves to keep young people away from the addiction. I think that my complaint could be to do many cultural programs for the people, including, for example, art or dance, to do exercise, to practice yoga, and something like that. Uh, Before, I remember that in my neighborhood exists kind of theater group in which you can participate with your friends, with your, in the case, if you have children, could you participate with your children? And the group prepare and play a performance and learn how to act. We can to interpret different characters of the play, and at the end of the activity, we went to a theater, auditory, and represents the play in front of the audience. I think was a very interesting experience for me and some of my neighbors. I want to the activity repeat, or the activity, the administrator could be repeat this cultural activity. Was an amazing experience for me. Okay, dear students, thank you very much for your attendance. I'm glad to you being here. This is the last lesson for this period. I hope to see you the next academic period, the first of the next year, 2023.
Okay,
Thank you
teacher.
very much for your attendance.
Thank you so much.
Have a nice rest of the day and have a nice weekend.
Thank you, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye, take care.
Thank you so much. I
Thank you.
hope next meeting in the next year. So thank you so much for taking your time
Okay.
for us.
Okay, thank you, Lina. Nice to meet you. Take care.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay. Bye.
Have a nice day. Bye.
Bye.